everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Happy Thursday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. So, guys, like I mentioned when I promoted the stream, get ready for some more I told you so as usual, because it always happens that way. Every single time I speak on something, it comes true. That's why I'm the Hot Toys God. That's why you're all here, all 7 of you. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you guys for being here as well. So, guys, first and foremost, like I said, like I keep saying, but for whatever reason, I keep getting sidetracked. So before we start, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my channel members. Like I keep saying, but I, again, keep forgetting to do it because I keep getting sidetracked. So here we go. So let's start with, all right. So first and foremost, we're going to do Thule. My man, shout out to Thule. Nefty, shout out to Nefty. Rob Garcia. Rob, I don't know if Rob's in here yet, but I just want to congratulate Rob on, he just got this game that he's trying to promote. So I want you guys to please support him with this game. He just got this, guys, so please, if you want to place an order, message him directly because he is on fire with this game. All right? It's called Border Snitch by Educa, I guess. So hopefully Rob could get us a copy of this soon. Next is Eric Heinke. Eric, my friend. We got Patrick's Armory. Shout out to Patrick. Nathan Henderson. Shout out to Big Dog. Shout out to Nathan. Miami Nemesis Chris. Shout out to Chris. We got TK421. Shout out to Chris again. Leo in the house. We got Leo as a channel member as well. We got Puerto Rican Sith Lord Jose. Shout out to Jose. We got Axel, also channel member. Shout out to Axel. We got Harold. Shout out to Harold, Commander Green. We got Jerry. Shout out to Jerry. Long time we haven't spoken to Jerry. Haven't heard of Jerry. Jerry, I hope you're doing well, my friend. We got the Hot Toys Nightmare, Sean. We got Rudy's 16 World. We got Star Child 7. We got Ramstein. So we got, that's Christian also. Shout out to Christian. We got Terminator T800. That's Michael C. We got Carlos in the house. We got Ash. We got Talon, which is Ryan. We got 12-inch Moose Dream, which is Michael Hannon. We got Frank Zero. And last but not least, who just recently rejoined, we got Tim. All right, so shout out to Tim. Tim doesn't even say hello to me, but shout out to Tim. Welcome back, my friend. And again, as always, shout out to Ash for gifting these memberships. So these are the 5 new members that got a membership gifted, which is, you know, kind of weird, and not in a bad way, right? Not in a bad way. Weird that these people, at least a couple of them, have never said a word here, have never said hello here. So I don't know if they're always here. I don't know if we're just happen to be here that day or that night. So obviously Big Rib is one of them. We know Big Rib. Big Steppa. Okay, Big Steppa, I have no idea. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Again, you've never said hello in here, so welcome. Mark Palmer as well. Never seen him say hello in here. Never seen him, you know, no action from Mark here, but welcome. Caleb as well. Obviously, we know Caleb. And Mike Litteris. Mike Litteris, I feel like that name is very familiar. I feel like that name has been around. At least I've seen in, you know, other streams. Never said hello here as far as I remember, maybe years ago, maybe in the very beginning, maybe once or twice, if that. But like I said, I know the name from every other stream. He's always in every other stream. So I guess thank you for watching. And thank you for your support. So that's the last 5. So like I said, we'll see how you guys feel about me when it's time to renew, because I keep track of all that stuff. So let's get started, guys. Let's say hello to you guys, and then we'll get right into why everybody's here. The drama. Okay, we got Bo. Welcome, Bo. Where are you, Bo? I can't find you, Bo. Here we go.
How you doing?
Welcome. This is so low. We got Big Dog in the house. Welcome, my
Hello.
Thank you for being here. We got, let's see who else is in the house. We got Ash. Welcome, my friend.
How you doing?
Thank you for being here. Welcome. We got Ernesto in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome. We got Chris in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
Thank you for being here as always. Let's see who else is in here. Uncarded in the house. Welcome, my friend.
How you doing?
Says Peasant Red Hulk alternative head sculpt looks like this guy. Unreal. Unbelievable. Let's see. Uncarded said ice baby. Oh, man. We'll see if Rob pops up so we can pull it up again. Let's see. We got Lou.
Hello.
What up 116? Hot Toys Joker. Yes, guys. So, see, finally some positivity from Luch. So you guys know or have known that I have my Joker Artisan here, right? Stunning hair craftsmanship, right? So this is the Artisan. But today, I also received my DX32, which is sculpted. And so this is why I'll probably never catch up with Hot Toys, because I'm too busy collecting doubles like a real retard. Let's see who else is in the house. Christian, my friend, welcome.
Hello.
Let me see who else is in the house. Mods get no respect. Mods get no respect. Mods, please. Mods have the most, they got the highest amount of power, okay, on this channel, the wrenches. The problem is you guys don't want to use the extent of your power. Like, for example, to do polls on the stream. Remember that job was offered to you and you said, nah. You said, I'm not going to be working during this stream. Remember that? So you guys don't take advantage of your full power. Not me. I give you the power. You choose to leave it on the table. Unreal. Real dictatorship. We got Michael. Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. We got Nefty in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
Welcome. My perch trooper commanders arriving. Oh, you're gonna like that trooper. It's very simple, very nice. What makes that figure is the helmet and the colors. That's it. Let me see. you guys. Oh my god. Let's have Fabs do Joker unboxing. No way. I have a whole plan for those 2 figures. You guys wait till you see that video, which is most likely going to be out maybe tomorrow. If not, definitely on Saturday. I got a surprise for you, garlics. You guys don't even know what's coming. Is there a way to learn that? If Abby checks it and bounce to the admins, he would have tons of pools. This guy. Unbelievable. Let's see. All right, so let's get started, guys, because this is going to be a quick one. So as you guys know, this beauty is out. One thing I'm going to point out immediately is, what did I tell you guys was going to happen? Okay. What did I tell you guys needed to happen? Right? What did I tell you guys was a thing that should have been happening with every single Hulk, right? So, as you can see, the first shot is an angry head sculpt, just like I said, should have happened and was most likely going to happen. Why? I'm going to say exactly the same thing I said when it came to She-Hulk, because with She-Hulk being a Hulk, again, I'm repeating exactly the same thing I said before. When you get any figure, right, of the Hulk, whether it's Bruce Banner, whether it's Ross, whether it's She-Hulk, whether it's, Gladiator Hulk, whether it's Maestro, whatever Hulk character you're talking about, okay? There is absolutely no way that when it comes to making a toy out of that character, that you're not going to include an angry head sculpt. It doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make any sense. You cannot have an angry, a character that's power comes from anger and rage. And obviously anybody who's angry will make an angry face. Therefore, it never makes any sense to get a Hulk without an angry face. So that's why I said what I said about She-Hulk, because it's a must to have. The reason why they didn't make it, obviously the show sucked, so they were going to put in more money into a figure that, they figured wasn't going to do well anyway, even though, that was kind of the wrong mentality to have, because that figure, it's a newly designed body specifically for that figure alone, right? So they should have maximized the figure, right? The character, the usage of the character, and went all out with it, giving us the 2 head sculpts, and that would have been it, But Hot Toys will do whatever it is that they want to do at all times, so it is what it is. But let's say you come out and say, well, they never gave us a double head sculpt for the original Avengers Green Hulk. It was a different era. It was a different world, right? Hot Toys was giving us 2 head sculpts per figure, sometimes depending on the figure, right? For example, right behind me, the first Avengers line, figures that I have 2 head sculpts with. Captain America, right? Remember, he came masked and unmasked, right? You had, I think that was the only one that came with the 2 head sculpts at the time. We got Thor, we got Loki, only 1 head sculpt. We got, so I think that was the only one that came with 2 head sculpts, remember, at that time, during that era, right? So it wasn't like Hot Toys was not giving us 2 head sculpts. They already were, right? But not for a massive figure like that. And it would have been, obviously, even more expensive at that time, getting 2 big-ass Hulk head sculpts, right? So that's why they didn't do that for the original Hulk. What happened with the Age of Ultron Hulk? Exactly what I just said. We got a torso and we got a second head sculpt of him being angry. The first one was your standard growling, and then the second one was him mouth open, being angry. So that's also important to note, because exactly what I'm saying. You cannot have a Hulk without that angry head sculpt. It's just that simple. So this is why, to me, it was a no-brainer to assume that they were going to make it, right? To guess, right? To speculate that it was coming, because what were the other options for accessories for this thing? Same exact stuff that we got from the Avengers Hulk, which was what? Environment stuff, pieces of metal, scrap stuff that's on the ground. That would have been the only thing that would make sense for any Hulk, right? A piece of a car, right, that he could pick up, or like half of a car that he could pick, stuff like that. Cool stuff like that. Big stuff like that. Right? So clearly, I didn't see the movie yet, so I don't know what happens in the movie with this Red Hulk. But seeing the figure now, they didn't even bother with environments. Therefore, if they hadn't added the second head sculpt, it would have been a very boring figure. Okay? Very, very boring. At the price of $390, as you can see, right? It is not bad at all. It is a newly designed body, right? It is not seamless, and we're going to get into that because that seemed to be the issue with this figure, as usually tends to happen with figures that look like this. Which again, it's not a deal breaker for me. It shouldn't be a deal breaker for you. And like I said, we're going to get into why. So again, you're going to see also one thing I want to point out is the teeth. Okay. The teeth on this thing, the face on this thing, the mouth on this thing. Beautiful. Another thing I had mentioned when this was teased, the likeness of Harrison Ford. You see it there all day long, which again is a very important part of this character of the figure. Remember that the original Hulk, right, with Eric Bana, that CGI was trash. It looked nothing like Eric Bana. Then they made the Incredible Hulk, and even without Hulk, there was no what's his name? I forget his name. Oh my God, what's the actor's name? Anyway, somebody tell me in the chat, please. So him, there was no likeness for his, for that figure either, right? So now they have to put in that likeness, right? Same thing with Mark Ruffalo's Smart Hulk. That's his likeness 100%. Even with the Age of Ultron Hulk, there was really no likeness there, right? So now they're putting the likenesses into the characters, right? They have to. So this is why that's important, right? You can see Harrison Ford in here, which you should. Big part of the figure, right? If you couldn't see Harrison Ford here on his face at all, it would have been a fail. It would have been a fail no matter how good he looked. It would have been a fail, right? So as you can see here, size comparison with the Captain America figure. Here he is again. Again, as you can see, bulky figure, articulation is none, pretty much, just like your every other bulky, muscular body. Whether it's a heavy Mandalorian, whether it's a Batman tactical, whether it's a Batman regular, right? They're all bulky. They're all useless when it comes to articulation. Look how menacing that thing looks. Look how big. Look how massive. Look at that. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. You can't go wrong with that. Another thing, guys. So I lied to you. A couple times. So number one, I wasn't going to order this anytime soon. I had a couple of thanks codes, so I used one for it. So I pre-ordered it right away. Another thing I pre-ordered was that I told you I wasn't going to pre-order anytime soon. Actually, I told you that on Tuesday. Was that 3-foot Venom from the Spider-Man 2 video game, right? That really tall Venom. I wasn't going to get that thing. When I checked the price, it's still available on Sideshow, thank God. And I checked the price of $530 shipped. Okay. What did I tell you guys? That is not worth that at all. It's going to sit here collecting dust. I am waiting on that. The $200 I had in points in my account went towards that Venom. I owe right now on that Venom something like 200 and let me tell you right now. I'll tell you exactly how much I owe because it's a big deal. 240 bucks is what I owe on the on the big Venom, which I will pay that all day long because it is not worth no 530 for what it does, not for what it is, because the figure humongous, detailed, very nice. The heads, 2 heads, tongues, everything. So you're paying for what you're getting. To me, it is not worth that at all. To me, because I know where it's going in my collection. I know where it's gonna be in my collection, right? Where it's gonna stand in my collection, right? Where it's gonna be displayed. So because I know that that's gonna make the figure not look so great, in my display, to me, that's not worth it. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not okay paying full price for it. Same thing with the Batcycle and Batman. That thing was over $600. Absolutely not. And I was talking to Rudy about it today. He said that he thinks that that it's going to shoot up in price at that combo pack. Absolutely. Just like I said when we were talking about the vehicles, these vehicles, for whatever reason, they're always going up in price. From what I understand, the Batcycle from the 22 Batman has not gone up in price, but I can tell you why. Big difference in bikes, big difference in actual handwork, detail, paint application, size, right? Intricacy, right? The 22 Batcycle is nowhere near as intricate as the Batcycle from the Flash. So it is a big difference, right? You get 3 wheels with the one, the other one's got 2 regular small wheels. So it's 2 different worlds of motorcycles, but it's still, to me, not worth that. But if you haven't gotten it, you better believe that thing's going to shoot up in price. So get ready to pay for it. We got Leo in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Hello!
Let's see who else is in the house. This is a really angry... Right, exactly. So another thing we're going to get into, guys, is the potential of the Thaddeus Ross figure coming out, right? I had mentioned that a double pack would have been ideal, would have been the perfect way to sell this figure. And not only that, another reason now seeing the figure, another reason why the double pack would have worked even better is because this figure, and I'm going to show you guys real quickly, this figure is nowhere near as big as the original Avengers Hulk, as you can see. So because of the fact that it's a smaller figure overall, right? Not in height, because as you can see, it's exactly the same thing in height. But if you look at the waist, right? The waist here is, at least from what it looks like, right? It looks wider here. The forearms way bigger here, right? The arms way bigger all around. The chest way bigger here. Again, just of the sculpted shape of the chest, not the actual size of the chest, right? Because again, overall, this is bigger. Look at the thighs. The thighs in here are popping out of the pants. Here he's not. So like I said, look at the hands alone. Just the hands side by side. Look at the size difference. So because it is not as big as the Green Hulk, it would have been that much better to include it with the double pack, right? To include the Harrison Ford figure with it. At $390, again, just like I mentioned, a Batcycle with a Batman figure is $6+. This Red Hulk with a 1/6 scale figure could have easily been way less than that. Not more, way less than that. So why wouldn't they do it, right? So this is $390. With the Ross figure, let's say another $190, right? So let's say $390, $490, $580, right? So $600. I would be perfectly okay paying $600 for 2 figures, right? For 2 full-blown figures, right? 2 different head sculpts for the Hulk. 1, obviously, for Ross with the rolling eyes. Or even if they don't want to add the rolling eyes to save money, I am okay with that, right? But we're getting him as a figure. I still believe that we're getting the figure. Believe it or not, I still think it's coming. Because again, it's a no-brainer for them not to reuse that Harrison Ford Indiana Jones head sculpt. It would be stupid on their part to not use. So I think it's still coming. But again, because of how the movie did, it was a lot of mixed reviews. People loved the movie. Some people were like, this was not as good as I wanted it to be, as I thought it was going to be. Money-wise, it didn't do well at all, or at least not as good as they expected. So a lot of stuff going on, right? A lot of stuff. So as you can see also, this is a rubber suit, guys, that they designed to put on top of these bodies. So this is why this is the exact same height, because I can guarantee you this is most likely the exact same body that they use to put the rubber wrapping on it, right? The rubber bodies, the rubber arms, the rubber stuff. So it is very, very interesting because, again, what does this mean for the? And we didn't even get into the seamless stuff here, so we're gonna get into that in a second. Guys, there's 36 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here as well. Gene have a man by his dog. What? No, I heard about both of them, the wife and the husband, but I didn't know what's going on. Brad, how are you, my
Hello.
Fat, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
I'm doing.
Welcome. Let me see who else is in here real quickly. Completely off topic, sideshow selling method of DeLorean for. Yeah, I know. I just saw that too. Bob just shared that with me. Can you imagine? That's a slap in the face. I'm still paying it off. I owe like $200+ on it, and exactly the amount they removed, right? That they discounted on the vehicle is what I owe. Disgusting. Okay, disgusting. That's what kills. A minibus for the second house would have been cool. That would have been nice. Just like JC Hung displays it, that would have been sick. Let's see who else came in. Patrick Horia, my friend, welcome.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let me see. Ernesto says Falcon about the boombox on the red microphone. Savon, welcome, my friend. Nice to see you.
Hello.
I got my 21 inches of Venom in the mail a couple days ago. The box is way bigger than you. No, I saw. That thing is humongous. That thing is massive. Like I said, it is not worth any of that, but I could understand why they priced it at that price, because the thing is a house, right? It's humongous and it's going to be great. But again, to me, it's shit, right? And that literally is it's just useless to me, but obviously I need it in my life. America's new ass. Chris, how are you, my friend?
Hello.
Welcome. Carlos, welcome, my friend. Thank you for
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
welcome. All right, so let's get back to it. So let's get into the seamless stuff, because clearly it is the one thing that a lot of people are complaining about, unhappy about, and I don't think the complaints are going to matter this time, and I'm going to tell you why. Guys, there's 36 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. So here's the thing. We know at this point, and I've said it for years already, even before we were at this stage, I've been saying it for years already, at least for the past 2 to 3 years. Hot Toys, when they want to, and if they want to, they can make anything. Literally anything. There's nothing that I don't see Hot Toys not being able to make. Okay? Perfect example. Hot Toys had never made any Transformer style figures ever. Okay? They had made years ago an Optimus Prime Transformer figure. Not one, but two. It was a Starscream version and a Megatron version. Obviously, they don't transform because Hot Toys at the time was not making Transformers. They are not a Transformer making company. What did they make last year? A Black Panther Transformer from the Mech Strike comic. Okay. Again, I don't have the figure yet. I will get that figure at some point, 100%. I can tell you they're most likely not making any more because of how that one sold. I haven't seen anything about it since the day it was released. So I don't know how the figure transforms. I don't know if it's the same exact type of transformation that a Transformer would do, right? But nevertheless, right, we're talking about Hot Toys making something. So the whole point of me bringing up this Black Panther is because Hot Toys showed us that they could do a Transformer figure, right? That's the point of me bringing this up. Nobody knew that Hot Toys could make a Transformer figure. They just never chose to in the past. They chose the Mech Strike Black Panther. We have a Transformers from Hot Toys. So Hot Toys as a company can make anything that they want. Anything. Whenever they choose to do things, it comes from in-house, right? Whatever they decided to do with the figure is whatever they decided to do with the figure. The complaints, though, are important for certain things. And I'm going to give you an example. And I keep bringing up this example because it's a very, very important example. The Peacemaker. When the figure was announced and teased, it was a double jointed bicep. Why did they choose to do that? Who the hell knows? That's what they chose, right? To give that figure double jointed arms. They know, okay, because it's not like they don't know. It's not like they don't know that people were going to complain about seamless Red Hulk. They knew this from the beginning, okay? They've always known this. They know what they do, okay? So you may say or may think, well, if that's the case, then why do they fix things when people complain? Again, like the Peacemaker, for example. It's not the only thing they fixed, but it's a big deal because I remember it like it was yesterday because I was one of the people who said, and I will always tell you this because it's true, not everything needs to be seamless. And I stand by that always because not everything needs to be seamless. Okay? It doesn't make sense for everything to be seamless. And like I said on Tuesday, or maybe Saturday about the She-Hulk body, we don't know what will happen to that She-Hulk body in 2 years, in 3 years, in 4 years. We have no idea. We know what happens to Fison bodies over time. They dry out, they crack, they break. That's why, again, it depends on how you have your collection stored, right? Your temperature in your collecting room, right? All these things affect your figures, right? Affects materials, affects the bodies, affects everything, right? So that comes down to however you have your room set up. Now, so again, we don't know what's going to happen with this She-Hulk body being, silicone coming from Hot Toys. Obviously, Fison doesn't come from Hot Toys. We know what Fison is about, right? We've never gotten something like that from Hot Toys, right? A silicone female body from Hot Toys. Obviously, the Wonder Woman WB 100 figure was also silicone. That was the very first female, silicone body that we had gotten, right? Seamless body that we had gotten. And so, with the artisan, obviously. So that's why. That's one of the reasons, not why. That's one of the reasons why everything can't be seamless. Number 2, price point. She-Hulk was what she was priced at. Number 1, because of the newly developed body. Number 2, her size. Number 2, the head sculpt. Number 3, the head sculpt, right? That's the entire figure. The outfit is basic, the shoes are basic, and her cell phone is basic. So the entire figure was the body and the head sculpt, and obviously the size of the figure, which is, a big figure. So with that said, right, having this, again, smaller than the original one, smaller in different areas and overall, not in height, overall as a figure, right? So because of all these things, you have to understand that if they were to price out this with 100% silicone, think about it. Think about it. It's easier. It's easy to say, oh, this should have been seamless. Yes, absolutely. When it comes to looks of the figure, right? How it looks, right? Aesthetically, right? Is it aesthetically pleasing to the eye, right? Obviously, yes. Seamless is always the way to go, right? If that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for aesthetics, right? You want it to look nice on the shelf, like the She-Hulk, right? She looks great. Wonder Woman looks great. The problem is that, again, think about how much more silicone would have to go into a body this big. Think about, again, we don't know the longevity of these materials in our collection room. So why would it make sense for Hot Toys to make something like that? Again, it's not, and they chose not to do it for a reason. Not that they can't do it. They chose not to do it for a reason. Why? Price point, right? Like I was saying, She-Hulk is priced at because of the size, because of the body. This is $390. It comes with nothing. Okay? Literally comes with nothing. I'm going to show you what it comes with. So newly developed red muscular body, like I said, because it's new. It's not the same as the Green Hulk at all. It's a smaller figure all around, like I just mentioned, like I showed you. 2 interchangeable head sculpts with separate rolling eyes. This was a must, like I mentioned when it was teased, right? It would have been a very boring blah figure. Say, so here's your entire figure. Hands, 2 head sculpts, and you're done. So because they didn't add environment pieces as accessories, they had to give us the 2 head sculpts because, again, it would have been the most boring, disappointing figure ever. But people still would have bought it because it would have been a Red Hulk, right? So they will never, okay? They will never. Same thing, you know, another example, that Venom we're talking about, right? That 3-foot Venom from Spider-Man 2. Why is that body not seamless? That would look epic seamless too. We don't need to see where the joints are. Especially for a body like that, because you really wouldn't be able to tell the seams at all. Again, they don't do it for a reason. It'll be very expensive. Okay? It'll be very expensive. They most likely haven't bothered trying to put money into R&D, making a body like that massive with silicone, because I believe that they even believe that it's stupid to do, right? Again, nobody's bashing seamless. That's not what I'm saying, because I know you garlics like to make up things that, like I said, which I never said. Seamless is the way to go for look. You want to get the best look? Go seamless. When it comes to articulation, though, seamless is not your best bet. Shout out to TK421, channel member. He brought up the argument with Bane, right? Same, you could say Bane, you could say Peacemaker. Same exact situation, right? Even though Bane was teased, I believe, from the beginning with seamless arms, and Peacemaker wasn't, right? People complain about Peacemaker, and then we got the arms, which, again, another point that I was making earlier. Why complaining what mattered at this point? Whether, they just announced it right now, right? Today, this morning. You guys can, everybody in here and everybody in the entire Hot Toys community could go on their official pages right now and start complaining about everything. Complain about the body, complain about the arms, complain about everything. Guess what's going to change? Absolutely nothing. Because they know that they didn't do that figure that way for whatever reason. Okay? Maybe this is quicker. Maybe this is cheaper. Maybe this is easier. Maybe this is more standard to go with, every other Hulk that they've met, every other figure, big figure that they've done. But can they do it? Absolutely. Absolutely they could do it. It's just they don't do it for a reason. So no matter how much you complain about this, they will never fix any of it. So I'm going to pull this up just to show you guys close-ups of it. So as you can see, the 2 head sculpts, the 2 angry ones, very, very spot on. The thing looks beautiful. Here you got the side of gray as well, which, again, they should have done a little bit more. As you can see, it's very prominent here. You can see a lot of it, even in the front. Here's kind of mild, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? Like I said, this thing is immaculate. This thing is perfect. This thing is spot on. This thing is gorgeous. The red on it. One thing you guys may not be able to see, you see the eyes glowing here? They're red on the figure too. They're just not glowing. That's one thing I wish it would have done, given a little Scarlet Witch, light up eye function to it to give it that little bit of glow. That would have been beautiful. Here is him just regular. Look at that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. You can't beat this head sculpt. This thing is a 10 already. This cannot get any worse. If they tried, you can't. This thing is perfect. This thing is perfect, perfect, perfect. So, back to articulation. So that's the problem. It's not ideal for how the figure is going to look in your collection when it comes to, again, aesthetically, right? How it looks, how it looks like a real person, right? It's not going to do that. Remember that it is a toy. Remember that it is a big toy, right? And I will always say, not everything needs to be seamless. Again, I've eaten my words before with the Peacemaker situation. Like I said, when it was out, everybody was, oh, why not seamless? Why not seamless? I said, and I will always say it because it's true. I said, not everything needs to be seamless because, again, I've never had an issue. For the longest time, Hot Toys, that's what they were making. Single jointed arms, double jointed arms. What is there to complain about? 99% of the figures forever were that way. So why all of a sudden, oh, everything needs to be seamless? Absolutely not. But doesn't mean stop complaining. Doesn't mean if you don't like something, don't complain. Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying at all. Go complain when it matters. Go complain about things that matter. And go complain about things that will actually make and break the figure, right? Don't go complaining about dumb shit. Don't go complaining about, oh, the wraps in the finger is not painted brown. That's not going to make or break your figure. Shit like that, don't waste your time. If you can get that fixed through Sideshow, by all means, go do it. But to complain about painted hands when your figure is in hand, what is that going to do for you? Nothing. If you're not going to do anything about it, don't complain about it because it's useless. So that's my point about complaints. You can complain about this all you want. They're not going to change that. They're not going to change it because too much time went into putting this skin on this big body, right? The paint, all these things that for a seamless would be way more work, way more money. And I can tell you, like I said, it's easy to say, oh yeah, seamless. But when it comes to price, people will be like, oh, I don't know. And that's also tricky to say because it's a Hulk, right? There are fans of Hulk out there like crazy, right? How often do we get Hulks? Never. How disappointed was everybody with the last smart Hulk from Avengers and Infinity War and Endgame? Everybody was disappointed with that garbage. Still a nice figure, but it was a disappointment from the character, not from the figure. So I think everybody would have bought this even at $500. If it would have been seamless, you better believe it. But that's what happens, right? They did whoever decides this will always decide until that very first humongous muscular Hulk body comes out being seamless. Then boom, you know that there is absolutely no reason for them to just make one and never make them again. So it'll be the beginning of the new era of these humongous muscular bodies, right? So that's what's going on with that. Let me see what you guys are talking about real quickly, and then we'll continue. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. And there's 33 of you guys in here. Thank you, guys. If it's not seamless, I'm not getting it. Well, here is an example of a garlic who doesn't really appreciate the seams on the shoulder. Uncard is cracking up. What are you cracking up about? Let me see. Carlos says, Fabio, just so you were live. Yeah. Wait, do you not have the bell on? The notifications on your channel? Garlic? That double pack would be sick in stock until when unclear, just like every other double pack on Sideshow. That's the thing, right? That's the thing. It would have sat. People would have gotten it at a discount. So that's why, it sucks. It sucks because this is Marvel, and that's most likely what would end up happening anyway. I wasn't going to order this, anytime soon, but because of those coupons, right? The coupon codes, I was like, let me just use it before they expire. So that's why I did it. But yeah, I don't think this is going, there's no special edition. There's no anything about it that would warrant it, selling out. But what are we going to do? I'm the black sheep of the chat. This guy. This figure shall be enforced with Tabasco sauce. Hulk. Unreal. Oh, Rob is back, guys. So like I was telling you about Rob just bought this game. And let me show you guys real quickly. I showed you guys earlier, but he just bought this game. He wanted me to ask him for one, but I said, I don't like that type of stuff. So he just got this game. He said it's not too far off from his regular life. But he says that it's taught him how to practice when he dials 911. He says there's a lot of skill that takes into playing this game. He goes, but once you have the phone in your hand, you hit 911. He goes, let me tell you something. He goes, my vocal skills, he goes, my vocabulary has expanded. He goes, when I talk to the cops, he goes, I don't know, man. He goes, but it's so smooth. He goes, the snitching rolls out of my tongue. Rob. Oh my God, Rob, where are you? I think Rob left. He left. He ran for the hills. Rob, where'd you go? Garlic. Unbelievable. Unreal. Oh, Robert. Rob. He said, when I call 911, he goes, that's when I use up those skills the most. All right, so here we got some JC Hong shots, guys. As you can see, gorgeous again. This thing is perfect. Look at the teeth, okay? Look at the teeth. This looks like somebody's real mouth, okay? Look at that. Look at that. Again, there was no way we were going to get this figure without this head sculpt. Like I said, like I tell you guys all the time, don't sleep on my predictions. I tell you guys all the time, because some things have to be made. Some things make no sense for them to not make or for them to make, right? So anytime I come out with a prediction or tell you guys, this is how they should be made, that's how they should be made. Just they choose not to make them that way. But usually when I tell you guys this should be coming, absolutely. Bob, this is what you mean, right? A nice little bust to hold the other one. That would have been beautiful. That would have been nice. It would have spiced up at least, given us something with this figure. We got 3 pairs of hands, and that's it. We didn't even get a base. Did we get a base? I don't even think we got a base. We didn't even get a base, guys. Look at that. No base. No base at all. So here it is, another angle with the rolling eyes. Here it is, rolling eyes again. So you're not going to beat this figure, guys, at all. This thing is a masterpiece already. This thing is gorgeous. This thing is beautiful. Like I said, next to this Captain America, this thing is going to be beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Anybody not getting this, let me know in the chat if you're not getting this, and let me know why you're not getting this. And anybody else pre-order it, let me know in the chat as well, because I want to know what you guys feel about this. Anybody not getting this because of the fact that it's not seamless, let me know as well. Fabs ain't getting the notification live later today. I got it. Oh wow, that's weird. That's very weird. Very, very weird. Let's see. I am not getting this because it has no. Imagine. Can you imagine? I'm in like Flynn. All right, so Nefty's in. Like I said, the base should have been the road, the cabs. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Just like they did the Mark 5 reissue with that racetrack base and the tire and the race car tire. like that. Something like that would have been sick. Absolutely. Absolutely. The thing is, how are you going to do a diorama base for a monster like this, right? The packaging would be stupid big, right? Because remember, this figure is already massive. So the diorama has to be at least twice the size for it to look decent, right? What are you going to give him? A step as a diorama? No, it's got to be something that he's standing on, something that is behind him, right? So absolutely. But it would have been massive. And I can tell you, with that, the figure would have been easy about $700. Easy, no problem. Because of the stupid diorama. Again, not because of the diorama, but because of the size of the diorama. Nothing small would look good with this, ever. I pre-ordered 1 for this guy. Hellboy custom. This is, what head sculpt are you going to use on this? Because whatever you're going to use on this will not work with any of the 2 head sculpts that Hot Toys made. Not for this body. So be careful. Don't waste your money. Frank, how are you, my friend? Welcome. I didn't even see you today. Where have you been?
Hello!
It says, F what everybody else says. This thing is sick. Yep. It's only missing that wild base with the flower. Yep. Exactly. They missed out on that. But again, is it necessary? No. Are people going to use that base? If it looked nice, why not? You know? Why not? Hellboy. Exactly. I don't know what he's talking about. Hellboy custom. Out of his mind. I don't know how to. No, I'm telling you, I don't know why they didn't do it. I still think it could have been, how the movie did. It could be that they're not making Ross at all, which is a shame. But that is annoying. Could have given the presidential podium. That could have been great also, right? That would have been cheap to do as well. But I think if they decide to do that, it's going to be with the Ross figure, not really with this one, even though you're absolutely correct. It would definitely go with this set as well. Because you could have him, him literally standing behind the podium, just hulking out, which would have looked beautiful on any shelf. But I think it belongs more with the Ross figure, again, if they decide to do it. Oh, guys, look at this. Before we continue,
Hello!
I want to say a few things about this garlic peasant. So he has been exposed. This guy, here I am thinking, always praising him, thinking that he's a true supporter, that every time he comes here, that he's, like right now, you see he's here, right? But he already left. He's not here anymore. He's gone. Okay? And so I just found this out. He comes in, says hello, and then completely disappears. How did I find that out? Well, I was, again, praising him as usual. Praising him and, Albert this and Albert that. And when Albert does this and when Albert does that. And the entire stream, I was talking to myself because Garlic wasn't even here. Meanwhile, like you see him here right now, I thought he was here the whole time. So now I know that Albert is a true Garlic. Fabs, you think third party will do it? Absolutely. If Hot Toys doesn't do it, you better believe somebody's going to do it. Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to make, whether it's the head sculpt, somebody's got to do something regarding that character. The fact that nobody has even bothered yet, right, is a sign. Because remember, a lot of times third party will get ahead of the game when they know Hot Toys won't do something or won't be making something, right? And sometimes they'll get ahead of the game when they know Hot Toys will make something, right? But most of the time is usually when they're not making something, that's when they get ahead of the game. For example, look at how many companies did Moon Knight. Not Moon Knight, Mr. Knight. No Hot Toys Moon Knight, Mr. Knight in sight before, obviously, the announcement for about over a year. at least over a year, there was no Mr. Knight from Hot Toys. But we had Mr. Knight from at least two companies. So Toys being one of them. What was it? S something. Not S Studio, something S. I forget what the one that made that green Dr. Doom Iron Man, and then the Tony Stark purple Iron Man, Doom Iron Man. What are they called? S Hero. S Hero, I believe, made another one. So third party gets ahead of the game because they know Hot Toys isn't making it, at least for that moment. Right? So the fact that nobody has made it yet tells me, again, just from being around, that something is coming from Hot Toys. These third-party companies usually try not to compete with Hot Toys because they know that if Hot Toys makes something and they make something, 99% of the people will go buy the Hot Toys one over the third-party one just from experience, just because they know it'll be a better product, just because they know, license doesn't matter, but you're buying an official product, that matters to some people, I'm going to guess. So that's the problem with that, right? It's to me, it tells me that there's a possibility that Hot Toys is still coming out with that. Again, the movie not doing so well. How deep are they going? Out of the entire movie, again, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know who's in it. But out of the entire movie, these are the two biggest characters, right? These are the two main characters, right? The Falcon could have been a great addition to the lineup. Most likely will never come. And after that, it would be a Ross. And if they don't bother with Ross, then that's the end of that. Because again, I don't know what else is coming out of that. Let me see. That's not lurking, okay? Lurking is you come in and you don't say shit the entire stream. That's lurking. What you're doing, Garlic, is you're coming in pretending to be supportive. And you're pretending to be here. But then you leave to do everything else, to live your life like a normal person. I don't know who does that. And then when we're talking about you, I'm sitting here going, oh, yeah, Albert's sitting here listening because he's a true supporter. Now I know. I got you, Albert. I got you. Don't forget to pay my hands, too. Giova says, I also have War Machine Mark IV Alpha Delivery. That's a very good figure. The weight on that War Machine, on any War Machine, but that War Machine, beautiful, sexy figure, the mass of it, the size of it, no Diddy, gorgeous. Ren the Creator, welcome, my friend.
Hello!
How are you, my friend? Welcome. Guys, hit that like button. What? No, there's no way, Thule. There is absolutely no way. Guys, hit that like button immediately now. Immediately now. There's 38 of you garlics and 24. This is not real. This is not real, not happening on my stream right now. Absolutely not happening. Hit that like button right now, everybody, before you get removed from my life like every other garlic. Let's see. So yeah, guys, like I said, people are gonna hate this, but we got a new Blitzway DeLorean teaser pick. Oh, nice. Oh yeah. Let me see. Let's go. Thank you, Babo. Babo with the news. He said people gonna hate this. Why? They want the news. Wait. Oh, look at that. So it says, first look at the interior of the Blitzway Back to the Future 2 time machine. So as you can see, they're showing you the car seat. Again, it looks nicely stitched. Look at that. Okay? Look at that. This already, let me check something 1 second. So what I went to check real quick, guys, before I talk my shit, was that, like I said, this has to be better. Like I told you, for those who are here, you know what I said, and hopefully you were listening. This has to be better than Hot Toys overall, right? I said that multiple times. It's just because it's a fact, right? So I just went to check my DeLorean to Hot Toys because I wanted to see what the seats are made of. And it's like a sculpted plastic that the seats are made of. This here, as you can see, this is real fabric. I'm not saying it's leather. It looks like it could be leather. It most likely is leather, right? Again, I'm not saying it's expensive leather, but it's some type of really good quality material. This is why they're showing you this. This is why they're teasing this. This is not for no reason, right? So already off the bat, the reason why they're showing you this stitched up seat is to show you that this is not going to be like the Hot Toys one, which was not material or fabric at all. Exactly why I told you guys, this has to be better. Guys, there's 42 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. Like I said, this is why I tell you guys, this is why I can predict these things. This is why I can tell you what most likely is coming from any company, because it only makes sense to me, right? This is why I tell you guys what I tell you, and this is why I'm usually right. Because when you start figuring out and seeing the patterns and what companies are doing it, again, for as long as I've been here, that's just my own mentality, right? This is how I can figure out this is most likely going to be made like this. This has to be done like this. This has to be made like this. This can't look like this. This has to be better than this. It's just common sense. It's common sense. So, like I said, why are they showing you a seat? Who gives a shit about a seat? Because they're showing you that this is not like your Hot Toy seat. This is 100% handmade here. This is, look at the clean stitching job on it. Hot Toys does not have that at all. So right off the bat, it's going to be more expensive just from this seat. We haven't seen anything else yet. Like I told you also, this has to be more expensive than the Hot Toys one. Has to be. This is a sign right here that is going to be. Just like I said, without seeing anything on the DeLorean. That's why they call me what they call me. You see this here? That's why that is. It's not made up. It happens for a reason. Okay? So, Sean, my friend, welcome. Welcome.
Hello!
This motherfucker. See? Exactly. We don't know. We don't know if it's leather. Let me see if it says leather. Discover the premium materials crafted in every detail. So there you go. So premium, most likely leather. I didn't even read the whole thing. So again, this is my point. This is not going to be cheaper than Hot Toys by any means. This is going to be better than Hot Toys, just like I said. Just like I said. Tell me another huge collector YouTuber that said that. Another professional collector that said that. Because they don't know shit about shit. About shit. It's that simple. They don't have my insight. They don't have my foresight. They don't have any of it. So they will never compete with me. And that's why I will never compete with any of them. That's why I don't have any competition, period. The only competition I have is me against YouTube. That's the only competition I have because I don't know shit about it. If I knew YouTube, it would be a different conversation all around. I would be on top of the world right now. It's that simple. It's that simple. The people who come here, they come here because they know they're here for value. They know they're coming here for something real. They're not here for bullshit like every other channel. Oh, well, I don't have the figure, but it sounds like it could be. Shut the hell up. You don't know shit. That's my point. That's why you're all here. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. And thank you guys for being here. Fast Blitzway needs to release the Ghostbusters. Yeah, no, they're gonna. It's just, again, they're dragging out the teases. Remember that Blitzway don't announce things left and right. They don't, they focus on everything else but 1/6 for whatever reason, right? They're balls deep in statues. They're balls deep in this robotic stuff, right? All these little ratcheted Donald Duck and Goofy and all that stuff. Why? I guess there's a market somewhere. I get it. But it's like, you know, they're not pumping 1/6 left and right. So it looks like what they're doing is anytime there's an announcement regarding 1/6 at least, they're going to drag it out and drag it out and drag it out to make, again, to try to create some hype around the item. That's it. But like I said, I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a billion times better than Hot Toys all day long. It's definitely going to go into the future, literally. No, I'm telling you, it's going to be sick. It's going to be sick. If it comes down in the same as the price of Jazzing vehicles, yours should be sent to prison. That is another thing. That is a great point, Bob. Because remember that everybody licks Jazzing's nuts because of what? The whole mom and pop bullshit that everybody keeps swallowing to this day. He left his little backyard warehouse, and now he's got a whole building pretty much, it looks like. And you still guys licking that ass talking about mom and pop. Disgusting. Disgusting. Pathetic. Pathetic. So, if this vehicle, right, which, again, I'm telling you right now, if it's better than Hot Toys, it will be better than anything Jazz Inc. has ever and will ever make. Remember this. Mark my words. Okay? Just a fact. If this DeLorean comes out at $10.99, okay, let's just say $10.99, which again, it's over $1,000. Again, remember, this is licensed, legit license, not your bootleg, DC garbage that Jazz Inc. has. This is legit. Okay. Looks like they're already doing real stitching, real leather seats. I can guarantee you something in there's got to have die cast, most likely. Something. That's just my assumption. Again, to make it that much more valuable, better, different. Right? So, if this is anywhere near anything Jazz Inc. charges, remember that this is a smaller size vehicle too, right? You're not comparing this to a 89 Batmobile from Jazz Inc., right? At all. But a 22 Batmobile, absolutely. Which, everybody in the chat, please let me know if you have it. Nefty, if you're in the chat still, let me know what you paid for that 22 Batmobile, or anybody who has it in the chat, please let me know, because I want to point something out real quick. CSI, welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Hello!
I trust Blitzway. I have the Ecto 1, Fight Club 2, Voltron. Yep. No, they're perfect. There's nothing to worry about when it comes to them making product. They don't have the Insane. They don't have Foreskin. The Hot Toys Blizzard. The Hot Toys Blizzard. This guy. I'm going to say thank you in advance, Fabs, for allowing me to win your Hot Toys back to the learning when you pre-ordered Blizzard. You know what's funny? I said I wouldn't order it, just like I said I wasn't going to order that Venom yet, and I ordered it today. I don't know. I mean, I would love to order it just to have it, just for the hell of it, just to say I have both, but I have no room. And what I'm thinking now that once the third one comes in, because I have two tumblers, the original and then the reissue, I'm going to take down one of the black tumblers to be able to fit that third vehicle, and I'm going to box it up and just leave it in the box. And after that vehicle, I think I'm done, because there's no more room for anything. Same thing with bikes, same thing with vehicles. Doesn't mean I'm going to be done buying them. It's just I'm not going to be looking forward to buying them, because I'm going to have nowhere to display them. And what's going to end up happening is I'm going to start taking away things to make room for these things. And I don't want to do that. So I hope it doesn't happen, but we'll see. Guys, let me know how much you paid for the 22 Batmobile from Jazz Inc. Please. Dang, Fabs, you're missing out my funnies. I don't see them. Where are they? Let me see. It's definitely gonna be a future. No, I'm reading them. What are you talking about? I'm reading them, Christian. Somebody. Cassandra, welcome. Happy Thursday.
Hello!
Welcome. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. There's 41 of you garlics in here. Thank you guys for being here. Somebody, my God, you guys in here defending Jazz Inc.'s honor all the time. Nobody knows how much the 22 Jazz Inc. Batman 22 Batmobile was. Unbelievable. Somebody please go find it in the Jazz Inc. on the Jazz Inc. website too, please. I've seen with shipping that Jazz Inc. Batmobile was easy 2K. All right, so let's say 2K. I know Rudy has that vehicle, right? I know Rudy was not impressed by that vehicle. I know Rudy, that was Rudy's beginning to waking up to Jazz Inc.'s garbage, because even though he bought it, he likes it, right? He was not impressed. He said exactly how he felt about the vehicle, how it came, which was, faulty, right? It came with flaws. The wheels, I think, were rattling or shaking or something like that. That was one of the issues. So if this thing is less than that alone, okay, the DeLorean alone will have more technology. It will be more detailed, and it will be a better vehicle all around than if it's better than anything Hot Toys, it is better than anything Jazz Inc., especially that 22. So if they're charging less than that, you guys have a problem. Like I said, you're getting taken advantage of 1,000%. I don't care if you say, well, they don't make the same amount of numbers that Hot Toys makes. It doesn't matter. Doesn't mean that you're not getting ripped off, because you are getting ripped off. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, whether you want to hear it or not, you are getting ripped off. It's that simple. Nobody charges anywhere near anything he charges for any of his garbage. Nobody. And you could say, well, he's a mom and pop. He has to get 1,000 orders of $3,000 a piece so he can make $500 profit. You are out of your fucking mind. That's what he tells you idiots to believe. And you guys go, oh, that's what he said. He is a business. He is a business in a community that clearly you can take advantage of tons of people. Justin did it. Toys Wonderland did it. You're going to tell me he's not going to do it? Why? Why wouldn't he do it? Why wouldn't he try to take advantage of a bunch of retards who fall for everything he says? Why wouldn't that happen? Why wouldn't that be a thing? Why wouldn't that be a possibility or even a probability, which it is happening? Why is that so unfathomable? Why is that so unrealistic? Why is that so? That would never happen. That could never happen. He would never do that to us. Why? Why? Is he your friend? Is he your family? Does he owe you something? Do you know him personally? Do you know he's not lying to you? Do you know he's never lied to you? Exactly. But because he comes on camera with, oh, well, guys, support the garbage, if Hot Toys, the fuck out of here. So this is what you guys need to understand. Guys, there's 42 of you guys in here. Please hit the like button. So that will be a huge red flag right there. Again, Blitzway is a bigger company. Absolutely. But you guys are overpaying for trash. Trash. And the biggest slap in the face about it all is when you go complain about the trash, he justifies it to you and you swallow it. And you continue to purchase the crap. That's why when I was out, I was out. And again, what has he made that I need in my life right now? What has he made after the 66 that I'm like, man, if I don't have that thing in my collection is worthless? Nothing. And he will never make anything that will make any collection that much better. Period. Especially at those prices, which are out of this world. Again, if you got it like that, God bless you. Keep wasting your money. Keep sending him your money for the garbage that he makes you. It doesn't affect me. It only affects you. If you want to live in that dream world where you're getting actual quality for garbage, then live in that reality that clearly is only your reality because it is not real. There is nothing that company will make that will ever be any better than Hot Toys anything. It's that simple. Yes, because his vehicles are more custom to a certain extent than Hot Toys. Hot Toys is more, here's your standard generic vehicle. We don't need to soup it up with, oh, guys, if we get 100 orders, I'll add a poop chute. Hot Toys doesn't know that they don't need to do that. So in that sense, it's better because it's a more customized vehicle. That's it. It's not worth $3,000. It's not worth $2,000. It's not worth $1,500. But I understand why people would say and sit there and go, oh, well, it's better than Hot Toys to a certain extent because of the customization of it. Yes. That's it. Quality, the outcome quality of that customization, it's nowhere near Hot Toys. Ever. The ideas are great. When you go execute, it's shit every time. Every time. You're living it for the 80th time with this Catwoman figure. He's already telling you, in the movie, she ripped through the suit every day. Every scene, she's ripping through. Look, here's a link. She's not moving. So don't bother me when the figure doesn't move because, look, I'm showing you a link that she's not moving. So he's already making you a garbage figure that's not going to move because she didn't move in the movie. So, hey, movie accuracy. Isn't that what you garlics want? No, I want a toy that looks like the movie, that moves. That's what I want. A toy that moves like the movie. Not a toy that stands like a statue. But again, there's so much blindness in going into this company. People swallow his words like he doesn't lie, like he's never lied, like he would never lie, like he's never lied to anybody, like he's never taken advantage of anybody, like he's never done anything wrong to anybody. This is what people really believe. And again, I've told you guys plenty. With my personal dealings with him, he took care of whatever he needed to take care of, right? When it came to the partial refund or replacing the vehicle, he will stand by it every time as much as he can. Remember, there was that situation where somebody got a test batch vehicle. It was shit, and then the second one was even more shit. So they got to keep both. That's my point. So if your test batch vehicle is shit and your production vehicle is even more shit than your test batch, what can we expect from this? Remember, this was a thing in the community. It was not, I'm not making this up. It was all over the place. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. There's 42 of you guys in here. So that's my thing. That's my point. Nothing good comes out of there. Nothing. You can love it all you want. It just goes to show that you love garbage. Simple. Nothing that he will ever make will be great. So Toys will make always better figures than Jazzing. The fact alone that he keeps telling you guys about this prototype that was never his, that was never made, that alone should tell you everything you need to know. The fact that he's selling you guys on somebody's custom as a prototype while making you the prototype in your face, sculpting, what's that called? Oh my God, what's that thing called? The corset. The prototype should have had all of that done already. That's a prototype. The figure should have been shown 100% like it's going to be in the final production. You are not getting that. You are getting the original custom of whoever. I think it was that woman too that did the head sculpt. Not Sean Dabbs. There's a woman involved in the project too. If you look at the pictures that he's using as the prototype, her hands are in it. So it's her custom that he's using as the prototype to sell you guys on the figure coming, while making the prototype in your face with your questions from the community, with the answers from the community. Because he asked questions. What would you guys like this? Apparently he just removed their ass because somebody said her ass was too big from the, compared to the movie. So, all right, we shaved down her ass. If the prototype was made, people would have said from the beginning, that prototype is off, remove that ass. But he's making you the prototype as he goes, as you guys are seeing step by step. Again, nobody sees that. Everybody's so blinded by, oh my God, Catwoman! But nobody sees the process. Nobody sees the lies. Nobody sees the angles. Nobody! That's why I'm here. You're welcome. Guys, there's 45 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. We got this guy in the house is never here. Look at this garlic. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Big fan of Blitzway, Premium Super, Robots, Voltron, and their statues kick ass. Need to get in on Ghostbusters. Yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff too. He's got these Voltron figures and Mazinger, I think it was, or either you or Rob. I think you or Rob have the Mazinger stuff. Let me see. He's playing right in the custom. Thank you. Literally. He's telling you to your face. And you garlics. Oh, Catwoman. Catwoman. Oh my God, it's gonna be perfect, Catwoman. That's all you're thinking about. That's it, Catwoman. Think about nothing else. Unbelievable. You tell him, I'm telling you, it's so frustrating. And this is my point, right? Nobody thinks like me. I have my own mindset. I have my own mentality. And this is maybe why I turn people off. I don't care. But this is why I'm usually right about everything, because I think outside the box. I don't think like every sheep out there, Catwoman's coming. He said it's perfect. Okay. I am not that. I will never be that. Now, the reason why I'm not vaccinated, because I'm not a sheep. So that's my point. There's a lot of sheep in this community that don't question anything. They don't question anything. It's just, well, that's what they said. Okay, I got to buy it. He said, what? All you got to do is look. All you got to do is pay attention. Look, pay attention to what is said. That's it. Because he tells you exactly what do you call it? What Carter said. He's telling you to your face. I pull it up on screenshots telling you to your face. And you people still go, oh, well, he said it was going to be perfect, so I'm going to believe it. And then when you go complain, well, I sent you the link that she don't move and she ripped through the suit. So I'm not lying to you. This is accurate. This is movie accurate at that. So enjoy your $1,000 movie accurate figure that rips through the suit, that has no movement, because that's what the movie did. Out of your fucking mind. Because Adjusting Woman is basically a Kickstarter project. He was using the pre-order money to fund. Always. It's always. Which is why he sent an email to Mike, which Mike talked about it on Saturday, about if you don't send me that remaining $125 from the back computer that I owe you for 5 years now, your order's going to get deleted. He's looking, or canceled. He's looking for every penny. He's always looking for money. Can you imagine charging what he charges for these garbage vehicles and still being broke? What? Nah, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Yes, I'm carded. That Viola, yes. So if you look at that prototype of his, look at the hand that's holding that figure. It's a female's hand. Okay? That's Viola's hand. 99% sure of it. And if you go look at her Instagram page, she's the one who has that Catwoman in her pictures. So it's her Catwoman that he used as his prototype, which again, another lie. And he told you guys, the prototype, blah, blah, blah. What prototype? You're making the prototype in front of our face right now. So this is what I mean. He tells you. You guys choose not to listen. He tells you to your face every time. That's why I don't fall for it, because I listen. I listen to what people say. I pay attention to what they say and what they do. That's why I know that you'll fall for it now, and then he'll give you after the fact, and what are you going to do? All you're left to do is what? Go talk shit on the company, and that's it. And guess what? He doesn't care, because he has his tribe, his clique, his people, right? Who will defend him no matter. Rusty Trombone, that perfect example. He came out of left field. Again, he never said shit here. He came out of left field to come defend Jazz Inc.'s honor. Clearly, that's somebody who likes getting taken advantage of. You're defending your abuser. Think about that. Think about how crazy that is. The guy taking advantage of you is who you are defending, not the guy calling out the guy taking advantage of. It's like, you know who I am right now? I am Elon Musk. That's who I am. I am Elon Musk. People hate Elon Musk more than anything right now, because the Democrats told people to hate Elon Musk because he's exposing their corruption. That's why I'm hated. Because I tell you guys how it is. You don't like to hear because you don't like being outside of your fake reality. And when something disturbs that fake reality, I got to get angry. What is he talking about? He has no idea what he's saying. That's where the anger comes from. That's where the derangement comes from. You're so brainwashed that you don't know how to react till you just get angry. I don't know what to do. I just get angry. People who don't like hearing truth get angry at the truth. People who like living in fantasy worlds hate the truth. Anything that delineates from their world is a problem, and it's not true, and it's an issue, and they'll fight over it. That's brainwashing. So anybody who could possibly get upset at someone warning you about something that will never affect them, that's a problem. It's not normal. Hey, uncarded, be careful crossing the street. You know, the cars are coming really fast. What the hell are you talking about, man? Leave me alone. That's what's happening right now. You're looking out for people, and they're getting angry because their world is being shattered. Their fake world, their fake reality is being shattered with factual information. So they hate the messenger, but not the abuser. Imagine that. That's real shit. That's happening right now, in real time, in real life. People hating on Elon for exposing the amount of corruption. They've been stealing trillions for years, for over 60 years since that USAID was a thing. They've been stealing money since then. And people are mad at him. Imagine that. Imagine that. Crazy, 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 crazy. Okay, Jesse, well, yep. Let me see. Will Blitzway DeLorean fit inside the pantry? Asking for. I'm going to tell you this. It has to be perfectly sized. So I don't know if it's going to be bigger or smaller than it should be. I don't think it's going to be. But this vehicle doesn't really fit. The Hot Toys, at least, doesn't really fit anywhere. So it's going to be a vehicle that's going to be outside, on top of something, or in a storage thing on its own. But that's gonna, it's gonna be big. I don't remember the Corsa being made of resin in the back. Yo, it's the stupidest shit. It's the stupidest shit. And people, oh, look, resin. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. If he's talking about movie accuracy, how is that accurate? That's my point. He picks and chooses what he wants to shove down your throat. And you idiots swallow it every time. Oh, here's this. That wasn't in the movie. Here's this. That wasn't in the movie. Here's it. But hey, it's movie accurate. Keep swallowing it. Keep swallowing it. Keep swallowing it. I don't know what's worse, Trump dance or his jumping around like he's... Well, let me tell you something. That dance, man, it's got everybody winning right now. Okay? So I'll take the dance. Oh, man. So, yeah, it's crazy. I'm telling you. It's crazy, guys. It's easier to fool most people into absolutely 100%. That is 100% true. Remember when he disrespected me because I told him that metal claws would be a bad idea? He changed them to plastic now, too. Again, did you get credit for that, Bob? Absolutely not. But you did get scolded over it. It's crazy. There's no prototype. There's never been a prototype. He's going as the figure, as every stage that you see, that's what he's doing. When you see a picture, that's where he's at with the prototype. He doesn't have a prototype. He's making it for you. And then what's going to happen is once that prototype is done with everybody else's opinions, then guess what? Guys, final product ready to go. Remember this conversation. Y'all in here quoting Mysterio. No, this is not a Mysterio quote. This is, I forget who said this, but this is legit. This is a I forget who said this, but this is real. It is very true. This is very true. It is easier to trick somebody right off the bat than to explain to them, this is what happened. This is how you got tricked. What are you talking about? No, I didn't. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, guys. So like I said, DeLorean, Blitzway DeLorean, way better than Hot Toys. Here's proof again. Who's right again? This guy as usual. This cannot be any worse than Hot Toys. Impossible. There is no way that they're wasting their time releasing this after they know Hot Toys took everybody's money. So they have to come out with fire to get people to say, you know what? Either let me sell my Hot Toys, let me buy this one too, or figure out what they're going to do to get this masterpiece, because it is going to be a masterpiece. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.